Oh no! Shoot! My iTunes broke. It's still going. I can't pause it. There we go. Stopped it. Okay. Hello! How is everybody doing? Good day. I see Erin is in chat today. How are you, my darling dearest? So, I wanted to talk about this game a little bit before I started, because after the first session, I was genuinely unsure if I should continue playing it. Because it's one of those games that it's a little hard for me to say nice things about, but I don't want to shit on an indie dev. So I talked to my roommate. I talked to my roommate about how I should move forward, going forward with this, because I don't want to praise something that I don't think is good. And what Penny suggested to me is that instead of either shitting on it or praising it, trying to give a more constructive critique on what's going on and how it compares to the magical girl genre as a whole. Since I'm kind of a little bit of a specialist on that. And, now that I see more of you, hello, Hollow Knight, hello, Bulba9 and Panda. So I kind of wanted to sit down and talk about my feelings on it so far, and what I think has been done wrong, and a little bit of what I think has been done right as well, which is I'm afraid, a little bit of a shorter list so far. Hi, kitty. Oh, yes. When I started up stream and she was sitting on my lap, so she's been keeping me company. And hello, Madalena! Hi, it's nice to have you as well. Oh, so she's sitting over here like my boxing coach in the corner of my ring, like, yeah, you can do it. You can be nice. You can be nice and critique things at the same time. But there's always that part of me that's like, but I don't want to be mean, though. So it's like, it's one of those things. But, so I'll start off with a little bit about why I really like the magical girl genre, and why it's been special to me for so long, and what I enjoy about it, the peaks, and some of its downfalls. So I think I would say the primary theme of the magical girl genre to me, I would say is friendship, working together, and being a part of a team, overcoming your challenges not just as a singular person, but as a group, and learning to ask for help when you need it, and relying on other people. I also think it's very big about self-identity and being powerful. Even like, you can be frilly and cute and feminine and still be highly powerful. You can also be a tomboy. You can be a tomboy who plays sports and rough and tumble and still powerful. You can be a woman and still powerful. And be able to take control of yourself, your safety, and the safety of others to do good, while still being true and honest to who you are. And those are the primary themes of Magical Girls that I think really stuck with me all of these years. And my first Magical Girl, by the way, the first anime I ever watched that I was aware that this was an anime, and I watched it as an anime, was Shugokata, which embodies all of these perfectly. It hits every single one of those notes, and it was a wonderful introduction to anime for me. For me, the weird kid who had almost no friends and was bullied and was struggling with dealing with the idea that if I wanted to be a feminist, a proud feminist, that I had to wear pants, I had to be sporty, I had to get around in the dirt, I had to be a tomboy if I wanted to be a real feminist, which is not what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a feminist who supported and respected women, but also wears fluffy frilly skirts. And laughs loudly and cutely and goes out in high heels that she can barely walk in, you know, but still support other people. So, and this genre very much connected to me, in a way that many other genres do not and did not, both then and now. And so it is important to me. Not that I can't, but I have to like, put this into the picture. I'm not picky. I'm not picky. There's a lot of things that I think are bad within the genre that I still enjoyed. There's I also do the whole the dark magical girl, the dark magical deconstruction trends that happened after Madoka, which, by the way, Madoka is still kind of people treat that like it's purely a deconstruction of the tropes, but really it still falls into a lot of them. It still falls into the you need to rely on other people in order to solve your problems. See Homura, and the fact that they started the whole series very schismed. They weren't together, but it was coming together at the end that really solved the problems. And dark themes are not new to magical girls. Hell, in Princess Tutu, it rains blood. But, oh, Madoka's so good. It's definitely up there as one of my favorites. It's a damn good anime, and it's a damn good magical girl, and you cannot change my mind. And all of the snobby, the magical girl snobs who turn their noses up because it started a trend of a bunch of bad dark magical girl afterwards are wrong. They're stuck up their own asses. But I was thinking about that, and I was thinking how much of these themes have actually applied to this game so far? Because I don't really think that much of any of them have. They hardly feel like, I do see that the characters are built to be different people, and they are built to be different people, but they're built in these one-note kind of manners. They're very surface deep so far. Like, we have our anime and manga weeb girl, and who's a little annoying. We've got the perfectionist. We have the one who plays sports and is busy playing sports all the time. The smart aleck. But I don't feel like they've come together at all. I don't feel like they're friends. Given we started this story with them already knowing each other, I feel like they should have already been closer friends, but there's been no indication thus far that they actually care about each other. If anything, it's sort of like they're colleagues. They are doing things together, but they're doing things in the same room and not necessarily cohesively. And I that's something that I feel disappointed by so far. Not to mention the fact that everything's been with there was no exposition. They were like, exposition, who needs that? We're going straight in. We're going hog wild. But which I'm fine with. Starting the story in the middle of action is actually a pretty good storytelling technique if you do it right. But you still have to start in the middle of the action while still introducing each thing individually in the middle of the action. And we just don't. I left that session, and immediately after, I remember two names. I remember Pauline, and I remember Miranda. And I remember Miranda because Miranda's a little annoying. You know what I mean? Oh, and Imogen. I remember Imogen because I had to look up how to pronounce her name before I started. I wanted to make sure I was pronouncing it right. It is Imogen. But yes, the dark deconstruction is just the what if superheroes were evil, and I don't believe most of those themes are very deep. At least not inherently. If it's good, it's not because it's dark. I agree. Maho Shoujo Sight is one of the worst magical girls I have ever fucking seen. It's really bad. I did just slapping dark things together and saying, ooh, this is dark. It's dark and edgy. Come and watch it. It's dark and edgy, so it's deep. Doesn't mean a thing if it's torture for the sake of torture. Mahou Shoujo Tide is terrible. It is goddamn awful, and I would never wish watching that show upon my worst enemies. It was a waste of my time and one of the few magical girls I dropped pretty early on. I usually give things like a 7-episode try. I dropped that one after like 3. I hated it. Ooh, but yeah, so to me, I think what they were going for with the humor style and the current writing is it feels like that they wanted to do was they wanted to make something that felt like Sailor Moon. A little like Sailor Moon, but they are picking they're picking the vibe specifically of the bad Sailor Moon filler episodes that don't have plot. If that makes sense. Like, I think of the zoo episode where the sporty girl turned into a panda out of nowhere with no explanation, no reason. But, like, even the Sailor Moon bad filler episodes gave a reason. There was a reason that something funky happened. If somebody turned into a panda, it's because one of the villains, like, cast a curse on them. This is just out of nowhere. Nothing. It's the LOL random haha waffles humor, I think. But there's elements. Yeah. It's always disappointing when a story with a party of characters doesn't have much of a dynamic, especially when that's the point of it all. Exactly. I'm gonna harken back to this isn't a magical girl, but this is what I think this game was also trying to do that did it well, is in Stars in Time, where they started not even in the middle of the story, they started towards the end of the story. All these characters know each other, they're great friends, they're really close, but we also get to see everything a little piece at a time. And even though we're not directly explained everything about the world all at once through like a Mr. Exposition character, we can learn them little pieces at a time in a way that weans you in and leaves you on the edge of your chair and making theories. So it leaves so many options open for theories, and it's wonderful. And this just didn't do that. It's, here's a bunch of characters, okay, do your thing. That's it. ESAT does party dynamics so well. Yes, I wish this was doing what ESAT did. I wish this was doing what ESAT did. I'm not gonna lie. Something Homura and Sifrin comparison. Yeah. Yes, exactly. See, Homura has to open up and rely on others for the problems to be solved. That's your magical girl theme. That's your theme. If you need to take a moment to make a random of it all still matter, of they turn into a panda, reveal that the pandas are the greatest fear or something, and now they need to learn from their experience. Exactly! Make a reason that happened. Make it more than a bad Sailor Moon filler episode. Okay, so here's piling off of exactly what you're saying. We can't all be ESAT, Sag. Building exactly off of what you're saying. What I would have done is I would have been like, okay, so let's say we're building up to, one of the characters said that they really like pandas and pandas were their favorite thing in the world. And maybe they, before there's some kind of conflict and they have to protect, instead of somebody turning into a panda, I would do it that there is the panda is turned into a villain via some kind of curse of a villain or whatever like that, and comes out and attacks somebody. They save the kid, and the kid starts being afraid of pandas. So the character who likes pandas comes and talks about, hey, I know things are scary sometimes, and then tells a personal story about how the Mr. Panda didn't want to hurt anybody, and says, oh, so this is what happened to me when I was your age. See, my dad took me to go see the pandas all the way across overseas, and I've loved them ever since, and they're gentle giants. science, and it's okay. And then one of the other characters is like, wow, I haven't heard you tell that story in a really long time, which indicates that this is something they've talked about before, that they actually share things with each other. Just something small like that, you know? Anything that can express that they care about one another more than the LOL random jokes. Which I personally, I like LOL random jokes. I just also think that if that's the only substance in your work, you're missing things. I admit, I will. Someone once described me as, oh Chula, she would laugh at an egg spinning on its side on a counter. If you can't make her laugh, your jokes are bad. I'm like, oh my god, because it was scathing at another guy. Oh, someone had just told like the worst joke in the world. That was the context for that. What's this about pandas? Is this literally about pandas, or is this an analogy? It's literally about pandas. There was a scene in this game where somebody turned into a panda out of nowhere, and that was the joke. And that was it. And we're done now. We did a little fight, and that's all. So, you know. Oh, and I'm not a Sailor Moon fan, by the way. So when I'm saying that, like, Sailor Moon filler episodes are better explained than this game, that's kind of a low bar. I'm not a fan of Sailor Moon because I think they flubbed this story. There's too much bad mixed in with what otherwise could be a good story. It's a shame because I love the aesthetics of it. It's wonderful otherwise. Your idea works, and now we have a good metaphor for not hating a subset of something just because of one bad experience. Exactly! Yeah! There's so much you could do with that. And I just don't think there was any meaning behind what they were writing. And that's a little sad. Making a piece of art. Making a piece of art, you can tell more than just a story. You can teach lessons. You can impart feelings. And you can impart your own experiences or relate things to real world, and it's just not there. And I was kind of hoping to find another little hidden gem like Bebo, because I love Bebo. I love Bebo so much. Tell all of your friends to go buy Bebo, please. Oh, you can get it for free on itch.io. Play Bebo, enjoy Bebo. And also, I want to clarify that I don't praise literally everything I play. I want to make it clear, when I say I love something, I do mean it. Oh, I promise. Oh, but I don't want to entirely shit on this game. I do think there are elements that are really fucking funny. I do like the Zeboid translations, the translations of the ye old Shakespearean text. Those are good. Those are funny. They're good jokes. And I think that there were some really good ideas behind the combat system. Though I do think that the second adventure was a little bit artificially slowed down because there were almost no attacking moves. So it was much longer than it needed to be because of the specific team comp that they gave you. But it's a very unique combat system. So I really like that. It's kind of a little refreshing, you know? Bebo, go play it if you haven't. It's good. Correct. Please play Bebo. Okay, I just talked for a lot. I yapped for quite a bit. I'm gonna take some, sippies. But that covers my feelings so far. Stretchies! Yes! Alright, hold on. I must stand. Oh. I must stand. Arms out. Whoa, that made me lightheaded. Why? Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind. I think I know why. I'm just not gonna say that on a stream. New redeem, hadn't noticed. Yes, I just added that last time. So, hydrate. I will take a sippy. Yes. Sippy. All right. Now I am done with my ramble. I am hydrated. I am drowned. Let's get gaming. All right. Oh, yeah. I do think that the music's pretty dang. It's neat that they actually got a singer for a lot of these songs. It's really hard to make vocal tracks work, I think, for a game. For a game like this, because I'm sorry, I'm turning down my volume. There we go. It's hard to make vocal tracks work in games, and still be atmospheric, and I think they did a really good job at that. Oh shoot, did I just click new game? I need to hit continue. I'm stupid. Yes. Here we go. A video game player is actually playing a Thanks for throwing. I did alter my throwing a little bit, my throwing system. I had it set up now, so it throws a little bit less with bits, so it's less likely to break now. Imagine. Someone drops like $100 in bits and I'm just... We're sitting here all day, that's the rest of the... Ow! Oof! Oh, thank you so much for the bits, darling. Also, thank you for the throw, Azza. Let's see. Did I talk to them last time? I don't think I did. No, I gotta remember what voices I was using for all of them. Yes, okay, I'm pretty sure this was her. The Tempest is one of my favorites. And it's interesting enough that it'll ward off any more potential coups in the ranks. I think I was doing this one for her, right? Yeah. Hey, have you ever played tennis? We should really all get together and play sometime. But isn't the point system really hard to understand? Oh, it just goes love. 15, 30, 40 game. With an occasional crudely drawn picture of a duck. Simple. I still think 1, 2, 3, 4 would be easier. Chula stuck in the meteor storm forever. Yeah, that's an item I would add. I should add, like, star bits and meteors for the throwables. I want to get some custom ones. What did I do for you? Right. These doppelgangers from the other worlds, are they friends? Or are they foes? What do you think? The first one was pretty nice. Well, I guess the second one was pretty nice, so. But you know, humans are humans. Every person is different. Let's just roll with it. Right, they seem like they're on our side, but I'm still a little wary. Hey! Earlier I stuck something in Bay's bag. That'll teach her to make fun of my manga. Yeah, she's annoying. Oh, no, it was wrong. I think I did for... I've already forgotten her name. The sporty one. I think I was doing this for the sporty. Yeah. And this is the one I was doing that for. Right. Hey, what's with the grocery sack of acorns in my bag? This isn't even clever, Miranda! It's just weird! Oh, okay. That should be everything that is needed. Because I remember last time, before I began the battle of such, I'd already upgraded everybody's skills and stuff. Good job, everyone. This is going to be the best play ever. Let's take a break for now. So, we have a 3-day weekend this week. Anyone have plans? Oh, let's go camping! There's some great spots nearby. Ghost stories! You'll never sleep again after you've heard my stories. And s'mores! It sounds fun, let's do it. Let's head to the grocery store to pick up supplies. If we split up the list, we can be done in no time. I'm gonna eat all the free samples. That's what I'm talking about! Hey, wait! Fine, we'll do without them. Imogen and Rosalind, can you be in charge of the snacks and desserts? And Beatrice, Miranda, and I will take care of dinner. We've got this! Do you think this will be enough soda? Better grab a few more. Here, have a free cookie. No thanks, I'm full from lunch. See, but this is also kind of what I mean, is that we're a lot of this is empty. This is dialogue that doesn't really tell us anything. I still feel like they're colleagues, you know? No, I must insist. Take a cookie. Seriously, I don't want one. She said she didn't want... Actually, this... He asked for no pickles. Take it now or else. Oh, yeah, this is exactly that. This isn't right. What's going on? I wanted to do this the easy way, but have it your way. Transformation. Do we see anything? Okay. No, we don't see anything different this time. That's fine. The pixel art is also quite nice. It's hard to make good pixel art. Especially with the sheer amount that's custom in this game. That is a thing I can raise here. They spent a lot on making the art work out quite well. The vibe is nice. Animations and all. So is every time... I think every single time there's been a solo thing with just Imogen and one other person, it's been with Rosalind so far, which is interesting. Just a solo thing, specifically. Evil broccoli now. Yeah, that's a Sailor Moon filler for you. Okay. Scepter smash, light, tiny power. Yeah, let's do that. Hold on. What is there? Is there a single row? There is not. That's fine. I'll deal. Whew. Not much to say at the moment. I think my favorite Evil Broccoli episode was probably in Powerpuff Girls. You're right. That one was good. The cheese. I remember that one. I remember that one. Okay, they're weak. They're all weak to fire. Specifically. Do you have an all? You don't. You're only solos. Okay. That was one was weird, so it sticks in the brain. True. You know, Powerpuff Girls also counts as a valid magical girl. It like fits the qualifications. Death. Oh, none of them are Rose anymore? Okay. That's a shame. Powerpuff is like magical girl meets superhero. Yes, exactly, that it is. But they did, like, actually in Japan make a, Powerpuff Girl Z. I tried to watch that one when I was younger, but for this reason or that, it didn't really end up holding my attention. Ah, there we go, there's an all. Boom! I miss it quite a bit. But I don't... Not enough to ask for a proper reboot. Not after the last one. I don't want what CW was gonna do. Some of the leaked lines from that was insane. There's no reason for no reason for like Buttercup to be a crackhead or anything like that. Because if I remember right, that's what they were gonna do. That's actually a pretty good smack noise for the attacks. Yeah, that's true. Their sound design's pretty good. They have pretty good sound balancing so far. I haven't been mad at the audio levels yet, which I have. There's been plenty of games where I have been mad about the audio levels. Aaron can confirm. Reboots are a dangerous thing to ask for nowadays, exactly. No thanks! Miranda and Viola are passed out on the floor, along with the other shoppers and employees. This monster must be draining all of their energy. And I'll have your energy as well! Ah, okay, more. Do we have an all vulnerable? Ah! Oh, I like this one. Music-wise so far. Okay. Let's make you hyper. Yeah! This is a much better team than the second adventure. Most remakes or reboots fill my heart with great rage. Hard agree. There we go. Oh, it's specifically when she's hyper, it's only one. But if it's a row when it's a smaller amount. I still like video game remakes, reboots. I agree. Well, sometimes. I don't think Skyrim needs that many. I don't think Skyrim needs that many. But I do think that, I did really like the Spyro Reignited reboots. They were so good. They were so good, and I thought that they, really kept the spirit. There's some exceptions, but the batting average is decent. Correct. It didn't seem like the Gen 4 remake was very good for Pokemon. Okay. But that was just from my perspective. The art direction was not great. But they'd also done like a, They'd exported it to a smaller team, I believe, rather than having their own studio take care of it. And that definitely contributed. One ice. Physical damage up with use. Yeah, that's fine. Man, the second run was so much harder than this one. Than, like, the team balance-wise. This is just so much better. So much better of a team. Okay. People doom. Die. Hurrah! I also like the disco use. Whoa! What happened? I was eating the yummiest cookie and then nothing! I never knew you could get food poisoning so quickly. Actually, what happened is... we missed out on kicking Monster Butt? That bites. The cookies were very good, though. Thank you so much for saving us. Don't mention it. you're right. This is a great spot. I thought there would be more people up here with the holiday. Last one to the lake is a rotten egg. Hey, wait! We still have to set up the tent! Are we gonna have another battle, or are they just gonna continue doing nothing? The s'mores were absolutely delicious. My marshmallows keep blowing up. That's because you leave them in the fire too long. I like them crunchy. It's getting late. Time to call it a day? We haven't told any ghost stories yet. Do we have to? I don't want nightmares tonight. It's a rite of passage. You have to have ghost stories at a camp out. That's the rule. I have a greatest ghouly ghost stories book right here, ready to share with the group. I had a friend at volleyball camp who told me the freakiest story. She swore it was all true, too. Or I could tell you a ghost story. It'll be real good. I thought you didn't like ghost stories. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean I can't tell them. Here goes. It begins with a kingly death. An ordinary thing, or maybe... Are you just gonna tell Hamlet? Soon after the king died, the ghosts started roaming the halls of the Yeah, this is just Hamlet. A ghost that looked like the king. The friends of the king's son told him about the ghosts or so one night. He set out to see the ghost for himself. Oh, I see. You put the comma in the wrong spot. Your grammar. That's why I read that wrong. It wasn't my fault. Ooh, I can confirm the Gen 4 remake wasn't great. I think all the smaller team did was make a single idle game previous. What an odd choice. I'm all for giving small teams something nice once in a while, but... Oh, it's Piff! The sturdy yet reliable Piff! Hello, how are you? Oh, welcome, what were you playing? Let me do a little shout out real quick. Wee-hee-hee-hee. Now that I've learned how to do it, my white cuffs around my ankles have been unleashed! Oh, puzzle! I love puzzles! Ooh. I'm kind of craving doing a puzzle game again, so I'm glad that Scribblenauts is on the horizon. That's Sunday. For those of you who perhaps don't know me, though, I am Chula Ephemeris. I am a variety streamer who specializes in RPGs and puzzle games. Ooh, and I voice act for a living. I am also a magical girl from another world. Oh, but how have you been doing, Piff? It's been a while since we've chatted, actually. And find the ghost he did. The ghost of the king then told him that his death was no mere accident. Nay, he was killed by his brother! And it was up to the dead king's son to avenge his father. This is just Hamlet, right? And what's wrong with that? It's an amazing story. Woke up early. Take a nap. Naps are the best thing in the world. We've heard enough. Next. Oh, me! It's my turn. See, there was a graveyard that was super scary. I'm talking so scary. And this one teenager dared another one to go alone to the cemetery at night. So the teenager went to the graveyard, and to prove she had been there, she was supposed to stick a knife into the ground. So she stuck the knife into the ground and then she couldn't move. Man, nobody talks like this. A hand grabbed her from the gravel. That's not gravel. Oh, dyslexia at it again. A hand grabbed her from the grave. And then the guy with a hook hand killed her. I know what this is. I know what this is. What guy with a hook hand? And when her friend showed up the next day, it turned out that she had stuck the knife right in her own shoe and died of fright. Didn't you just say the guy with the hook hand killed her? Hook, hand, car door! Exactly! Chula, I love Puzzle Solely transforms into Herschel Layton. I have never played the Layton games. None of them. I've never played a single one. I haven't watched any of the streams. I have not touched a single Layton game. Just somehow I went throughout my life with a Nintendo DS without ever playing one. But my Nintendo DS was a Harvest Moon machine. That's what I use that for. You would like them. I think so. I do. I enjoy logic puzzles. They're a lot of fun. At some point in time, I should pick them up. My DVS was Pokemon all the time. Understandable, I also had a lot of Pokemon games. I did play all of the mainline ones up until Sun and Moon 2. I didn't pick that one up. I've talked about this. I've told this story before. I don't need to tell that again. I risk of repeating myself. She thought that, but actually she just died because it was totally scary. This is the worst. I've got a good one if you dare. Can't be any worse than what we've heard so far. So I heard this one from a friend of mine from China. There was this tour bus heading to Xiangshan. A young man got on in midnight, along with an old woman. There were a few people already on the bus, all dressed in old-fashioned traditional clothing. The young man had a weird feeling about the other passengers, but kept it to himself. Then suddenly, the old woman started to yell that the young man had stolen her wallet. She forced the bus driver to stop and let them off so she could drag the young man off to the police. The young man protested that he had done nothing wrong, but then the woman told him to look closely at the feet of the other passengers. Specifically, the absence of feet. The old woman explained that this bus was full of undead, seeking to feed on unwary passengers. They both exited the bus and stood to the side of the road as it drove away. The young man thanked her. But then, the old woman grinned, an unearthly grin. She was one of them, and she just wanted the young man all to herself. The next day, the police found the corpse of the young man drained of all fluids. And nearby, they found an abandoned bus with skeletons and a gas tank full of blood. Yikes. Sweet dreams. Ooh, were the Harvest Moon games on DS good? I've been having a Harvest Moon itch. Yes and no. Some of them were good. The first one that I played was DS Cute. Because it had a girl in it. And I could play as a cute girl, which is the motivation the motivation for a lot of my game decisions when I was young. I wanted to be the cute girl. But, that one was excessive in the requirements that you had to do to get married. I would say that the sprite system, the finding the harvest sprite system was unnecessary. It was too much. You had to go through like 2 or 3 years of gameplay to get married. So that one I would not recommend. Sky is not worth it, even if Sky is one of the best bachelors in the entire series, in my opinion. A cute girl! That's me! But I really think Tale of Two Towns is my favorite game in the entire series. I'm trying to remember if that was 3DS or regular DS. It was one of those. I think it was regular DS? Yeah, but A Tale of Two Towns is one of the best games in the series because it has just the right amount of foraging. Just the right amount of foraging area. So you can get through the whole foraging area within a singular day and still make it home in time. And talk to people. So I felt like you had enough time to do things in that game, which is something that I feel I'm very often sorely lacking in most of the modern Harvest Moon games. They kept increasing in scope, and because of their like feature and scope increase, I never felt like I was getting enough done in the future games. But that one's just right! Two Towns is when the balance was exactly perfect. But that's my opinion. That's my personal opinion. My onion. Equip traits. I should make sure I have all of my skills set. Oh, here it is, the abilities. Do you have anything new? No, you're fine. You have anything? You do! You have 2 new things. Neutralize and Madness. What do those do? 100% disarm, reverses resists. Oh, that's interesting. So you can change their weaknesses. Fun. I like that. This is kind of the team I would just use, though, if I was able to fully choose my team. Do you have anything new? No, you don't. What about you? Caduceus. Nope. And you? Oh, Tale of Two Towns looks really cute. Yippee! Wahoo! It really is. You can probably get that on an emulator. It was a decently popular game. It did well. Toil and train. Ah, +1 hyper reusable. What does Toil do? Ah, damage boost. Okay. And traits. Oh, you have something new too. Inspiring. Start with an inspire buff. Oh, that's fantastic. Double ailment resistance. Shares heals all allies when hyper. Boom. That's helpful. Sorry, I must make you not magical. Regenerate HP. Cyclone damage. Area reduced. I don't want a reduction in area. It's always better in these kinds of games when you have the option to attack everything on the field. That is always better than just attacking one thing. Just in general. Ice power up. Ooh, that's nice. Regenerated. What is the regenerate? Worm hug duration doubled. Healing 20%. I almost never use Worm Hug, so take that. Oh, wrong one. Heck. Heck! Tolerant, vulnerable, magical. Goodbye. Rest also cures. That's nice. Nothing new for you. And finally, get out of here. All right, perfect. That should be all set up for the next set of stuff. Boom. You took her magic. Now she's just a girl. Oops. I thought I saw the old lady from Beatrice's story in my room last night. But it turned out it was just my curtains and I transformed for nothing. Next time I want to choose the entertainment. Did you see the championships last night? No, I actually didn't. Oh, okay. I'll tell you all about it. Well, Serena was going up against... Why doesn't this game have a runaway command? See, this is what I mean when I say that I don't feel like they actually like each other. They also make a lot of jokes at each other's expenses, which can be funny when they're affectionate jokes. You know, when you're like teasing each other affectionately. But if you're openly voicing that you don't, well, in this case, it's not openly, that you like, if you don't want to hear about your friends talk about the things that they like and get excited and happy about the things that they like, That's a little sad. That's just like that's kind of a you problem. That's not a great trait to have. They feel more like coworkers rather than friends. Exactly what I was saying, Bear. That could be something that changes over the course of the story. I don't know, because it was presented to us at the beginning. This is also a short game. It was presented to us at the beginning like they already knew each other and they were already friends and that they've known each other for a pretty long time. But maybe? But I don't know. I'd feel really sad if I found out that I surrounded myself with people who actually don't like the things that I'm talking about. You know? That'd feel pretty bad. And the fusses and the fuses. Dyslexia, oh my god. And the fuses have to ignite even if they're wet. Hey, what are you up to? Oh, nothing, just prepping for the play. Oh, that's bodes. The stage will light up and all the eyes will be on me. It's gonna be a great play. You do know that Miranda gets relatively little stage time? When you've got as much star power as I do, a little goes a long way. There are no small parts, only small actors. No true words to live by. They all got stuck on the same group project and don't want to be here. Yeah! I can tell they don't really sound like friends, and I barely have any. That is the vibe. Treasure the ones that you do have. That's the most important thing. Ironhold list is annoying. I'm 5th in line for the book I have to read for social studies. Why don't they just buy enough for the whole class? Curse that expensive frozen treat machine they wasted all the school budget on. Are you at a rich school? Expensive frozen treat machine? Hey, don't say anything you're gonna regret later. You're right. I could never stay mad at you, Sorbot 3000. At the very least, the protagonist is rich. Oh, I need a sippy. Give me a second. Self-hydrates. That should be all good. Moving forward. Okay, class, your teacher, Mrs. Lofgren, is stuck at home because her keys have been stolen in a llama home invasion. I, the amazing Mr. Barkin, will be taking over the class until she can convince the llama to return her keys. You know, I think this game would get a little bit of a point back from me if the teacher who never shows up is actually the villain. You are probably wondering what a computer science teacher knows about Shakespeare. There's no more faith in thee than a stewed prune. Rest assured that I was once a thespian extraordinaire and have been in many of the Bard's greatest plays. In fact, in the play that you're studying, Macbeth, I played the third witch. It was an all-boys school. And that leads me to my first question. What prediction about Macbeth do the witches make? You there, Miranda, will you share your great knowledge with the class? I actually know a little bit more about Macbeth than I do the other ones. Didn't they predict he would become king? What a delightfully lucky guess! You know, I saw Peter O'Toole as Macbeth in the production at the Old Vic in 1980. He was sublime. The way he captured the audience's attention. How long is he going to go on like this? Oh, yes, of course. Next question. When the witches predict that none of the women born can kill him, what does Macbeth think they mean? Why don't you enlighten us, Imogen? Psst, you gotta help me out, my dear thespian. He's immortal! No woman born can kill him. I can't remember how he dies. I'm pretty Was it his wife that killed him? I think his wife kills him, doesn't? I'm pretty sure his wife kills him in the end. I know this one! He thinks that means no man can kill him. Very good! This prediction by the witches is very important here because it is the impetus for the entire story. See what I was playing one of the witches I imagined. The teacher drones on for the remainder of the class period. Bartolator, answer a Shakespearean question correctly. It's the first one! The first one! Cats like playing with yarn. I wonder if Neko Dragons are the same way. Only one way to find out. Maybe this was a bad game to play with something that can fly. Almost time for tonight's performance. I'll clean up later. Good boatswain. Have care. Where's the master? Play the men. What's up, officer? Where's the big boss man? I pray now, keep below. I can't even with you right now. Where is the master, boatswain? Do you not hear him? You mar our labor. Keep your cabins. You do not assist the storm. We're a little busy here, trying to keep everyone from drowning. Go bug someone else. That is one of the actually things that I think are good about the game is the translator is pretty funny. I do like the translator, if nothing else. Nay, good, be patient. Look at me. When the sea is, hence, what cares these roarers for the name of the king? To cabin, silence, trouble us not. The sea is fine with drowning us all, no matter how important you think you are. Get lost! I have returned from the no-internet explosion to purgatory. What happened? Welcome back. Good, yet remember whom thou hast aboard. But we're so important. Note that I more love than myself. You are a counselor. If you can command these elements to silence, I really don't want to drown. And work the peace of the present, we will not hand a rope more. So unless you're a water wizard, stop bothering us. Use your authority. If you cannot, give thanks you have lived so long. Oh, come on. It's a wonder you haven't drowned already. And make yourself ready in your cabin for the mischief of the hour, if it so hap. So go be a good boy and wait to see if we live or die. Cheerily, good hearts. Out of our way, I say. Bye! Oh! Hydrate! Thank you for the hydrate. Wah! Zippies. Cue the waves. Students are pouring out buckets of water onto the What are you doing? The hardwood floors! You can't do that to a stage! And the explosion. Wait, explosion? Oh, we didn't discuss this. The stage is now on fire. Rosalind. And now the audience is wet. I may have overdone things. You think? I can't believe that people actually stayed on after the sprinklers went off. That's the power of the bard, baby! For future reference, no pyrotechnics, okay, Rosalind? You have to admit it looked spectacular. Do we? Do we really? They just cut away! Help! Yeah, You see, this is so far, I think these are the only segments of this game that I think I do genuinely enjoy, and that's the plays. I think the plays are kind of funny. putting on the plays, it's enjoy. But I'm also biased. That's, this is notably a problem I have with media. Is I'm told that I tend to be very biased towards stories about actors and the act of creating art in general. Be it like painting, writing, singing, like music, and of course acting, you know? All of the act of creating art is something that I am very biased to in media. I just like it. I feel like you can do a lot with storytelling that way. You don't have to do just one story. You can do a story within a story within a story within a story, and it's great. I love it. Absolutely super biased. Oh, I see you're calling me out. I mean, Skip Beat used to be my favorite shoujo manga. Always have. I didn't know I was biased until more recently. Nobody told me. Why didn't you tell me, Ichi? You would have known years ago. That's fine. You can enjoy the things you like. I do. I like the things I like. Our new mission is from the world of 12th Night. The ship of the Viola in the play is sinking, and they need us to help out. Isn't her ship supposed to sink at the beginning of the play? Yes, but through natural causes, not through eldritch nightmare beasts killing and eating everyone on board. The Viola on the play is supposed to be a shipwreck survivor, not nightmare food. It still feels weird that the victory condition is to have the ship successfully sink, though. We can jump into other worlds. Those worlds are based on Shakespeare's plays that are being attacked by nightmare monsters. And then we transform into magical girls and save the day. When you stop and think about it, most of what we do doesn't make a lot of sense. And that's why I never told you. Gotta let you enjoy the things you like. You know what? That's fair. That's actually a very sweet reason. In all fairness, even becoming aware of the bias, I'm still biased. That's not going away. Viola? She needs our help! Let's transform! Oh, this is gonna be a rough team if we've got this group. Oh no. Why don't we have Rosalind? Please. I've been hit with the word stick. The brain is making the hyperfixations louder. Yeah. That's not uncommon. This is why in Stephen King novels, someone is always a writer. Yes, I do know that's a very, like, it's it's the same thing with, like, isekai, if you think about it. Depending on what the series is, a lot of the times, if it's starting as a light novel, the thing they're isekai'd into is a light novel or a video game, specifically. If it starts as a webcomic, they isekai into a webcomic or a video game. If it starts as an anime, they isekai into an anime or a video game. It's always one of those things. I don't know why video game is the universal constant, but it is. Okay, I start out hyper now. Stun. All stun. Ooh, that's helpful. I'm excited when Tsukimichi comes back. I liked the story. Ooh. Number go up is fun is why. Stats. It is. Yeah, number go up is fun. Though I do wish that sometimes they would branch out from the usual. There was a webcomic I read that used to be good, and the longer it went on, the worse and worse it got. But the isekai was actually into a gacha game, so the game mechanics were way different. It was about pulling gacha instead. And I was like, oh, this is novel. Hyper extra turn. Yeah, I'll just poison one of them, that's fine. That's fine. Bangs on the agile sphere like Sisyphus Prime and Ultra Kill. It's okay, at least we're in the middle of a battle, so you're not really missing anything. An unimportant battle, for that matter. Push your boulder, boulder pusher. Oh, that's great. Oh, you found a way to escape agile. Oh? I'm not surprised there's workarounds. I thank thee. Lead me on. It's just like the last time. The Viola in this world looks and fights the exact same as our Viola. This is so weird. Are we gonna have to stick with Miranda and Beatrice as a pair this entire time? Because they do not work well together. I don't like them being on the same team. Oh, my poor brother. Perchance he is not drowned. What think ye? My brother might be in trouble. We need to rescue him. He's probably already Monster Chow, but we might as well need to look for him anyway. Leave it to us. We'll find him in no time at all. Pro tip, don't forget to check and change your party members' traits frequently. I already did this. Don't worry about it. New location. Oh, right. I even forgot that I wanted to comment on this. I know this is a minor me thing, but it's a little sad that you can't interact with anything in the environment. Everything is just a set piece, and it kind of takes me out a little bit. It's sort of like you're not actually within the world, in a way. And I think that is a downfalling. That is something that could be better. I'm not gonna fight you if I don't have to. I'm immediately sad. Have one good star. Yeah, you love to click on every little thing. It's my thing. I love it. Oh, I can't go down if there's water. Noted. It makes my brain happy. Oh, Lila, hi! Finally got to make a stream. Hope game's going well despite the critiques. So far so good. I think I'm actually having a little bit more fun with it now that I'm not trying to be like, this is an indie game. This is an indie game, don't be mean. This is an indie game, don't be mean. Now that I've gotten that out of my system, I'm having a lot more fun. You're allowed to, I'm gonna shout out because you're here. So this is Lila, everybody. Lilith, who is one of the streamers in Patchworks in my VTuber group, who has very recently started streaming. So give it a check. I believe she's done like ENA barbecue so far, and what was the other thing you did? Dead Letter Department? Yeah. Anyway, you should, if you have the time, check Lila out. Yeah. All right. I feel like as long as I'm being productive with my criticism and it's not just, this is bad, I am doing fine. I just think that's important, you know? Okay. Everybody's strong to ice. And the only weakness is poison? I should definitely want to poison you. Perfect. The death element. Exactly. Because, yeah, somebody did put their heart and soul into this, you know? I respect that. Making a game is hard. Making a game is hard, and when you're doing it by yourself, or not by yourself, but with a small team, you're making something because you want to. It's for the craft of it, you know? And I admire that a lot. It's something I would like to do. The ship is filling with water! These old ships generally have a bilge pump that we could remove some water from the hull. We could use it to lower the water level. Or raise it! Why would we want to raise the water? Are you trying to drown us? Sometimes in old RPGs, you have to switch the water levels back and forth to get through tough dungeons. I guess that makes sense. Does it make sense? The correct answer to that question is no. Here goes nothing. We should check to see if the places we can, see if we can reach new places. Yeah, I know we already can. Now I can get that chest I want to do. It is! I desire to do this myself too. Hard agree. I do want to get to work on that soon with you. I think it would be fun, just like a little small thing. For the joy of creating. You got a fan. This item deals wind damage. Don't forget to equip it in the item menu. All right. Weak to fire and earth. I was in a game writing class once, and the teacher was insistent in that his class there's no bad games because they are hard to make. Yeah. Well, no, I think big corporations can make really bad games. I think big corporations can make really bad games because they are treating their people horribly. I think that some games should be allowed to be called bad for sure because of ethics, if nothing else. But I do think that there's like... I do think this is not great. But I respect what people were doing. By a lot. And I am glad that someone chose to make it. We need more games that have heart and soul behind them. Hard agree. Indie is my jam. I love them. Yeah, we're fine. That's fair, and I agree. He was mostly speaking in his class specifically, and not to not call a game bad. That's fair. That is reasonable, also. I think at the very least, it's nice to think about why the game is bad, like what it's doing wrong and what you can learn from it. I also think there is a value. I think there is a value in bad media and looking at it and thinking about why it's bad. You got a flashlight. This item deals light damage. Don't forget to equip it in the item menu. Because you can think about... For example, it just gives you the ability to find out not only your own preferences, but what sticks and what doesn't. Ah, I see. So that's mostly just to get that chest down there. But it's an easy way back. Light damage, otherwise known as blinding the enemy. True. Let's see, what can you do? You're weak to fire. Get out of there. What are you weak to? Fire and is that wind, I think? I think it's wind. We have some wind somewhere. No reason to use that when I can just do that, though. There we go. I love games where you can tell how the creator actively likes what they've made. True. What? I heard this, something similar from the character design, aspect as well. Was the if you're designing a character, I heard this from like I think the guy who made The Bad Guys, the movie. If you are designing a character and you don't have at least a little bit of a crush on them, you've failed. Do it again. I like that idea. fine. Ooh. So real as someone who designs a lot of characters. Yeah! I have so many OCs. Oh, that would be where the water is necessary. They are all pretty to me. Good! I like making characters. They're so much fun. Something you do because you like it. Oh, it doesn't let me pull it back up. I thought I might be able to, but I guess not. Alright then, where am I supposed to go? Ah, just this way. Duh. Then why did you let me go that way? I do think that this map is better than the previous ones so far. There's more direction to it. Like, you can explore and walk around, but it's not like a pointless maze with no identifying features. Better map design. Oh, I would need to lower things more. Also, space, half-sunken spaceship is a very cool aesthetic. I like making characters, but sometimes the idea never takes off. I'm holding on to hope for my current D&D character. Oh, D&D is such a great way to get out your character design ideas. I'm working on a guy right now who holes up in a library, is kind of a stick in the mud, and is also a coward. And I think that's a lot of fun. That's the current guy in my brain. Let's see. There was a lot of fire weaknesses here, but we have none of our fire people! Smash, reusable. But physical, lots of physical now. Helpful. Boom. Bugbear Forge Cleric Gunslinger Fighter with purple skin and white fur. Ooh! A bugbear? Those are so cute. I honestly always start with the character designs when doing tabletop. I usually come up with concepts first, then design second, but that's a personal preference. Let's see. Random ailment. I'm gonna put that on you. Owie! Story was kind of crazy when the first 4 sessions before the hiatus, we uncovered a Lolth cult within the capital. I don't actually know what Lolths are. I don't think that's something that I've personally come across within my D&D. Oh, I guess it's because I don't really play D&D proper. I mostly play Pathfinder. It's free. I like it. Right, I keep forgetting cures for ailments and not health. Ah! 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 That's fine. If she dies, she dies. If she dies, she dies. There we go. Oh, the Fest Smoke Founder at your service. Think of Will's Drachma voice mixed with David Tennant. Pronounce. Yeah. Honestly, I put myself in a corner when making the character because I can't imagine them and then go, oh, right, they need a personality and motivation. Oh, because I do imagine them. Yeah, that is much harder, I think. I think the design first and then personality and backstory second is the harder way to go about it because you can tell a story with a design. And if you have the story already in mind, you can keep the story in mind. One of my favorite character. Oh, I should post one of my favorite character designs I've ever made. Maybe I'll post that after stream because she's so fun. She's an inventor who she's one of like the kooky inventor types who has like been in a lot of explosions, and you can tell visually. It's great. Thank you so much, Chula, for getting the name right first try. You're welcome. It was either Fest or Faced, so one of the two. Random fire damage. And light. Whee! Because it hits everything, and that's always worth it. In every instance, hitting everything is always worth it. I need to get better at adding story to my designs. I just keep hitting on all of my sillies and cute outfits. Cute outfits are wonderful when it comes to, cute outfits are wonderful when it comes to, like, all outfits especially, I think. Ugh, Miranda, you're so useless. Your set is so useless. You're so squishy, and your moveset is so unhelpful. Okay, heal. Oh, it's only a self-heal. God damn it. Okay, there we go.
Here you go.
Physical damage, train, +1 hyper. Oh, it was a play on Hephaestus. Ah, because he was also inspired by, Vaiska on Shangri-La Frontier and the tiger guy in Black Myth Wukong. Fun! I haven't watched Shangri-La Frontier, but I hear very good things. I hear it's amazing. Man, this is a rough fight to get into. I can't kill anything. Not easily, anyway. Wait, I have Viola Recharge, Party Element Plus, Yin and Yang, Light, Dusk, but I only have, how much? 30% charge right now, so it's not worth it. Let me see if I can use that bomb, maybe. Only one? Ah. Well, it's better than nothing. Die. Oh my god. Oh my god. Versus max HP. Well, somebody's going to die, and that's just gonna have to be how it is, I think. An Ichiban from Yakuza, but Miko! Miko! Yep, Miranda's dead. Yeah, that was bound to happen. Please. I might have to light and dark. 60% charge now. This'll help. Woo! Death! Death! Oh god! Why did it attack everybody? Fuck! I'm screwed! I'm screwed! Okay, please die. Oh, thank God! Oh, thank God! Also, watching Summer Game Fest. It's interesting so far. Oh? What's the Summer Game Fest? Is that also a show? I haven't seen that one. Level 17, I needed that. That was a rough fight. That wasn't even a boss. That might be where I'm supposed to go. So let's look. Let's poke around first. Let's see what we got here. Nothing of value. Oh, there you go! That's what I wanted. Manga, this item inflicts rage? I feel so insulted right now. Make enemies mad by reading bad manga to them. Do it. Damn, we just got called out. Yeah, I guess so. I will live my life. You can't shame me. Oh, it's like the state of play. Ah, so it's basically what E3 was, I presume. Rest in pieces, E3. Ah! Okay. Yes, kitty?
Shocking, I know.
Yes, little girl? Sweetie pie. Weak to light, weak to fire. God. There's so much. Ripperoni E3, we have dissected you like titans and parade pieces as standalones. I think the virtual method of showing off games is more efficient, at the very least. And it makes it more accessible to more people. Though E3 in its later years was also streamed. Just wasn't always. You know how it be.
Bottoms up.
Poison. Inspire LA. Right, I have to be hyper, I think, for that to be a light attack. Is anybody weak to dark? Maybe the skull is dark, not poison. I don't know. Maybe. There's no actual, like, guide for those. And I think that's another thing that's, a little on the weak side, is there's no guide for what the symbols mean. Sorry, needed a moment. Okay, I'm good. I'm good, sorry. Oh. Less pollen around now, though. So that should be less necessary than it could. Ooh, Maximilian, I see. I rewatched the fighting game funny moments once. The kazoo shell kills me every time. I'm really feeling it. That's all I can think of when I think of Shulk. Is just the fact that I'm really feeling it, and like I'm really reeling it. Me going fishing, and I'm really keeling it while dying. I'm really peeling it, eating an orange, stuff like that. That whole memes, that fest that went around for ages. That's all I think of. magical girls. Also, Troy Baker is a grizzled cartoon mouse. Pun psychic damage. Oh, I've got plenty of those. I don't use them as often as I should. Often because it takes me a while to think of them, and otherwise I'd just be sitting there in like silence for a moment. Pun. Gotta think of a pun. I also think the fact that enemies can't just die on their own from poison is a part of what makes Miranda terrible. If they could die on their own from poison, it would be fine. I keep forgetting that cure is not heal! Ah!
You can do this.
Poison damage varies from game to game. Well, they do consistently take poison the entire time. It's just they can't die from it. They'll stay at 1 health. They will not die. They will stay at exactly 1 HP, and you have to hit them with a physical attack for them to die, and it's very annoying. Just, like, die, please.
Eat my dust.
Paulina's fine. Not Paulina. Beatrice is fine, though. Ally ailment plus 5 turns. And some of these things, like, I don't know what they mean. What does ailment plus mean? There's not a whole lot of explanation. Okay, what can I kill? Oh, you can die. Nope, can't quite die you. Ah! Well, no loss, actually. Oh. Inspire, ally heal.
Here you go.
It's a shame that Imogen is my only healer right now, because, I need her to attack, because neither Beatrice nor Miranda attack, really. Makes things very difficult. Oh. Poison Bane. Stun. Honestly, I want you to die. What are you? Yeah, I'm just gonna attack. Poison stopping at 1 HP is utter bullshit. Bullshisa. I agree. It's bad. It's a bad decision. Are you kidding me? Ah! That should have killed. And then nobody else has an attack move. I just kind of have to sit here. Please! While it sits at 13 HP! Enfeeble. Yeah, Enfeeble would have worked if it weren't at 13 HP. Aegis. This item blocks the next attack. That might be helpful. Items. There we go. I never use this. That might as well be. Flashlight. 200% light damage. That's helpful. And I'm never gonna use that. Unstoppable buff. Fan. I don't really have much in the means of ice right now, so let's go with that. Manga cat ears, unleash the combo! instantaneously kills everyone in my radius. I have to go that way. Oh.
Oh, I was trying to avoid it.
Stun.
Shocking, I know.
I do like the taglines, though. Those are cute. Poison. Always worth using this. And always worth using this.
Eat my dust.
Not worth doing that. Wants to start Siren wants to start a synth pop group. I just noticed that. I keep forgetting they have funny little taglines. Oh, that did a lot of damage suddenly. Well, we might as well kill them when they have that little left. One self-vulnerable. They're weak to physical, so that's not a bad way to go. I think that's what physical damage is supposed to be. This one's not nearly as difficult as the others were. It's still... You can't even, like, have a heal, Miranda. You can't even make yourself useful with a heal. Enemies almost never put ailments on the main party. Come on, please. You just sit there doing nothing. Well, yeah. Yeah. My pain of having Miranda in my party. She's kind of the worst both in writing and in her moveset, I think. I might have to fight these guys. It's not gonna be the worst, at least. I'll stun them all.
Shocking, I know.
At least it'll give me a little more to go with. I have to kill those guys first, the skeletons, because it seems like they have attack everyone in moves, and that's part of what killed me that one time, when I was fighting 5 of them!
Eat my dust. Bottoms up.
Oh, do they have a retaliate move? Is that what the floaty one does? Let's see. Bonk. Bonk! Well, Miranda's almost dead. No loss. No loss. No loss! One of your moves is an extra turn. What are you gonna do with it? You have nothing. There we go. Down to just 2. Oh my god! She's somehow still alive!
Wahoo chula.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I just took the back route. Okay. When fish die, sometimes they become ghosts. True. True. Oh, okay. Cool. I guess that's all that took, huh? Warm soup. This is an item that regenerates HP. Don't forget to equip it in the item menu. I don't have enough room in my inventory for that. You activate the device. Oh, this one I have an option for. Did it lower? Yes, it did. Is there anything I missed in this area? No, I think that's it. I got everything, yep. Have you ever hear the most heart-wrenching speech from a piece of media that utterly shatters your concept of reality? I feel like I have, but it's hard for me to say what it was in the moment. I wish I had soup right now, even though it is 1 million degrees. Yes, I have! I watched Gurren Log On! You're fucking right! That'll do it! Oh, that show is so good! Genuinely amazing. Okay, let's see if this is the winning combination, where I can just kill everything. Oh, nope, not quite. It does a lot, though. They just have... They're all attacking Miranda! Well, it's not the wrong choice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ha! That's not Miranda, that's Yellow Miku. Well, when she's not transformed, she has shorter hair. Inspire, ally, power plus. Yahoo! Physical power. Vulnerable. Yeah. Okay, die. This'll help. It'll help keep me alive longer, probably. That's not gonna help either. The other reason that it's pointless to have Beatrice and Miranda on the same team is they have a lot of moves that do very similar things. So it's like Miranda is the same character as Beatrice moves-wise, but is worse because she can't attack anything. So like, what do? This is normal for JRPGs. What, just having one character that stinks? I think she wouldn't be as bad if she had one more move that could attack. If she had one more move that could actually deal damage, she'd be fine. There we go. Oh no, I meant characters with similar battle niches. Yeah, no. But I didn't have a choice. You know, but the thing is, you don't have a choice. They're scripted. It's scripted who ends up in your party. So I have been scripted to have these two at the same time, 2 adventures in a row now. And that's a bad choice. You should have, if you're gonna have 2 characters with the same battle niche, You shouldn't be forced to have them on your team at the same time. But that's just my personal take on things at the very least. It just makes it harder. Especially when they're both support characters rather than attacked. Miranda would be more helpful if she had a heal, even. If she had a move that could heal. A lot easier. But I'm not exactly like a fighting game or RPG mechanics specialist or anything when it comes to video games, since I've never designed a game on my own, and I've never really taken the time to fully analyze what you can do with these and how you would build them. So I'm not the best person to do that kind of thing, have that kind of take, or be able to get into the nitty-gritty of it. Exactly. Go, these are two different animals, whole cloth. Oh, Vanille and Sage adventure. I see! Please die. I'm not intending to grind, but I've had to. Just because I'm bad at dodging the enemies. I don't even need to do that. What else can you do? Nothing! Okay, let's go with this. Perfect. Okay, cool. We are done. What next? What direction did I come from? I came from down, right? Yes, I did. I came from down. The down direction. Are you streaming from home or still on trip? I am back home. I came back as of Tuesday. As of Tuesday. Space. So I was back here on Wednesday as well. Just redeemed Kiss Meeks. Where is she? She might be in here. Oh, doesn't look like it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go find her. Give me a second. Outside of the curtain, just outside, so I couldn't see her. Specifically, she was laying down on top of scraps of fabric from my sewing collection. Hold on. She's like, "Ooh, it is on the floor. I am going to sit on it." She's so precious. I love her so dearly. All right. I am back at the desk. Wow! That's a good kitty kiss, yes. I will always kiss the kitty if I am given a chance. She's been... That's the other thing, is every time I go on a trip, she gets way more clingy. So I end up, she'll be on my lap way more often than she was before. Haha! Give me! Bigger backpack! Excellent! Let me put on another item. What do we want here? Aegis, that's the resist to the next hit. That might be helpful if there's a charge attack. But the boss could be weak to wind, so... Worm soup. Regen, just for one ally though, it's not everyone. Alright, wind it is! Boom! I do like that items are reusable. That is cool. That is a good decision. Ah, so that's where I'm supposed to go. Let's see what's up here.
Ah! No! I was so close! So close to not having to deal with this!
Alright. I'll poison you. The creature. The creature is poisoned. Well, that killed one thing. Hard-hitting quotes can make or break story beats for me sometimes. If I may share one of the few that meet the criteria, absolutely! By all means! A good quote... I think of how many random Tumblr posts I've seen that have had hard quotes. Hardcore, you know? Random fire damage. But yeah, by all means, feel free. As long as it is safe for work, of course. As per my usual rules. Death! From Doctor Who, Matt Smith specifically. Sadly, one of the hardest quotes from a game I love came from a terrible, terrible person. Oh, that's unfortunate. Why can I go here if there's nothing? Why is this a different map? It's still dead. I walked away from the last great Time War. I marked the passing of the Time Lords. I saw the birth of the universe, and I watched as time ran out moment by moment until nothing remained. No time, no space, just me. I walked in universes where the law of physics were devised by the mind of a madman, and watched universes freeze and creation burn. I have seen things you wouldn't believe, and I have lost things you would never understand, and I know things. Secrets that must never be told. Knowledge that must never be spoken. Knowledge that will make parasite gods blaze. So come on then, take it! Take it all, baby! Have it! You have it all! Ooh. I actually don't know much Doctor Who, so some of that does lose me a little bit. But yeah, like big fancy speeches and stuff, they're fun. Sebastian! As I am a true woman, and no man, my brother, shall not die at your cephaloid hands. I'm Anjanou Citrine. In the name of the cosmos, I'll punish you. You're barely worth our time. I'm Anjanou Amethyst. Life is but a sport, and I am the destined victor. I am Anjanou Garnet, and we are the Stratford-upon-Avon High Drama Society. It's sashimi time! Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What is Cthulhu Week 2? Wind and light. I was right to equip the fan. This is what I look like IRL in spirit. Like the Cthulhu? No, actually this tracks. This tracks for you. You do love the creature look. It's just like how Nan would be Godzilla if she could.
Owie. Ow.
Wanting to look like a creature is such a mood, shaking your hand. Hard agree. I am not very creature-shaped, but I respect the people who want to be. am too pretty girl shaped. Okay. So the boss actions are roughly the same in terms of they apply ailments to everybody. Yeah. What do we got here? Poison. That's not worth poisoning. What can I do that maybe attacks you? Stun? I could stun, yeah.
Shocking, I know.
Disarm. Always helpful. And a nice smack. Oh, I can make Miranda... You know what? I figured out a way to make Miranda useful. An item user. Miranda can use items. Oh, Kraken Thulu is specifically Cthulhu's pet. I understand now. Oh, is it possible to make clips on VODs? Yes, it is. I can clip the speech once it's posted. Yep, it's generally up as soon as the stream ends. It's saved as a VOD, so you can go backwards. I am all for clip. I'm actually out of clips now. At the moment, I have none to post. There was like one moment from Wednesday's stream that I wanted to grab. I need to do that. Right, yes. I need to get back at... Lock in! Lock the fuck in, Chula! Lock in! Poison Bane? Yes, my item user. Use the item. Thank you. Party ailment plus light dark. Imogen and Viola recharge. You're fully hyper. I should do something good. Bonk. Just picture one of your favorite characters with the lock the fuck in meme. Yeah. Loop. Loop. Next ailment plus. I should perhaps, yeah, defend. Item. I have a flashlight. Fucking do it. Yeah. Finally. Heal.
Here you go.
I care more about Beatrice. I need that to exist, actually, Loopy. Sat, save me. Loop's also the kind of person who would say that. Say that while squishing your face between bread. Like, you are an idiot sandwich! Lock the fuck in! Okay. Defend! Poison Bane! Yeah, let's make you vulnerable. Item. Your resistances are down. This should be fine. Bonk. I can't type today. I cannot hear Jello's loop voice with this now. Jello's loop voice is great. I love it a lot. Those were good casting choices that were made for ESAT, I think. I'm running out of items to damage with. It's just the bomb left. Miranda's about to die, but it's whatever. I don't need you, Miranda. Should do a unite. Yeah. 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 Betray. Random pierce. Oh, all of it, meaning everybody, not like your allies as well. Recharge. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna unite with somebody else. Oh, it doesn't matter. I killed it. It's dead. Sorry, Aaron. Stardust, you need to lock the fuck in right now. Imogen's Inspire ability is now more powerful. Imogen gained a new trait, Balanced. Stunned, Impeccable, Perfect. Lots of, oh, sweet. Lots of new traits. Sashimi time. Victory is ours. Sebastian is thrown off the ship. Sebastian was my brother too. So when he suited to his watery tomb. Viola is thrown off the ship! This just doesn't feel like a proper victory. Get us out of here! Dimensional portal activation! I guess that's how a tragedy play ends. I guess that's how a tragedy play would go, huh? Thank goodness we're back! I was getting seasick. I'm gonna eat so much sushi purely out of revenge. Take that, fishes! It was fun to see the other dimensional Viola, though. Was she just like me? Nowhere near as fun as you. Not that we really gave her the chance to have fun with all the sinking ship and some giant monsters. That's so weird. I wish I could have just been there. That must be how twins feel at times. I have a brother and a sister who are twins. Are they identical? One's a boy and one's a girl. Of course they aren't identical. Well, you never know. Trans rights! Miranda says trans rights! Whoa! Yes, you do! So for our next play, I was thinking we could do much ado about nothing. Finally, it's my turn to shine! Okay. Trans rights! Happy Proud Pride Month! Happy Proud Month. Okay, there is so much new. Share heals all allies when hyper. Start with an Inspire buff. Resolute Ruse can be reused. Reverse the elements on Balancing Act. Oh, that would be helpful. That would be helpful, but I think I would probably want to wait, because that probably would have been more helpful with the last adventure than this one. Let's go with that. Actually, no! I don't think that's better than the other one. That's just better. Okay. Risk. Complicated. Why would I use items with you? You have good attacks. Why would I use items with you? Fiery deals random deals fire damage. Contrary, disease cure is reusable. But I don't use that one. Immune to ailments. That is also useless because ailments don't really affect us. What does Genki do? Damage plus versus a poisoned enemy. Okay, nope. I wish Miranda had the items ability. That would be great. Earth damage. Begin battle with an unstoppable buff. I'm not sure what the unstoppable buff does, actually. They do not say. Okay, I've done that. Abilities. Okay, these are a little more 150 pierce. They did buff these a little. Power plus 6 turns. Do you have anything new? Ruse. 100% stun. Vulnerable if stunned. Okay. It's not worth trading a... What do I not use? I don't ever use that. Ah, and you have free open spot. Blizzard. All 100% ice, 100% done. 80% heal, repeat on hyper. 130 physical. Regen. I don't need that one. What does this one do? Party boost healing. Okay. Paulina's great because she has so many attacks and healing. It's great. Disarm, reverses resists. What is this one? 100% repeat last element. Oh, row! Oh! So it's a bonus attack. Reverses resists isn't really going to be as useful as this, I think. Party swap. Okay, abilities. 2 new things, right. Repeat last move. 150% physical and an extra turn. Okay, I like that. I don't think the repeat last move is as helpful for you, though. Just because almost every single one of her things are physical attacks anyway. 100% dark and 80% poison. Oh! Oh, that's good. Actually, I might as well replace my poison now. What's this? Woo! Perfect! Good buff. Oh, right. I gotta get Miranda in here. Please, for the love of God, have an attack. Enrage and stun. Okay. God damn it. Still useless, I say. Rosalind. Oh, Beatrice can stay, and Paulina. This is just the best one. Okay, that should be good. I should save. Act 6. Very nice. Turn on Mavinogi because sure, I'll check it out. Thanks, intro volume! Yeah, it's loud. Sorry, I should have warned you. Oh my god, I'm getting a cat ad while watching the cat VTuber. Good! That is called properly targeted marketing. Much Ado About Nothing is one of my favorites. I wonder what it's like to have a brother like the other Viola. Wait! Maybe I have one, but I don't know with him. Maybe I have one, but I don't know him. That'd be a twist worthy of Shakespeare. You know, I could really go for some sushi. Maybe some fried octopus. How about you? Ugh, I'm so done with fish now. Magical Mermaid Detective Yumi is getting a movie! It'll be the finale of the Ultra Power Stones of Happyland plotline. You know? The title does sound like a magical girl. That definitely sounds like a magical girl title. But that plotline sounds like a shonen. That sounds more like a shonen. That sounds like something you'd hear in One Piece, rather than a magical girl. Those sure were words! Whee! My namesake is so embarrassing. Marrying an old idiot just because her cousin says he likes her. She must have been desperate for attention. Okay. Did everyone do the reading? Wait, reading? What reading? The next act. There's supposed to be a test on it today. Whoops! Quick, give me the highlights. I don't think so. Sweet! We've got another substitute! Blow-off day! But I spent all night studying. Listen up, worms! Where's Miss Lofgren? Mrs. Lofgren has been dealt with. Just because I'm not your regular teacher doesn't mean that I'm going to be easy on you. And to prove that... Ew! Detention! What? But Imogen didn't do anything! Talking back to the teacher? Oh, this is the fucking filler episode. Can she do this? Detention for you! I guess. Leave now or you'll be sorry! Okay. But see, like, all of these lines feel kind of canned and forced as well, I think. It's mostly that they don't have a whole lot of character to them. The lines largely in these little segments, they're just sort of, yeah, people say that, that's a slang, we can throw that down without really thinking about every character's individual voice. I think having one character that uses canned lines a lot could, in theory, be a character trait for that character. But for all of them to be using sort of tropey lines, it's not reaching very far, I think. It's very low-hanging fruit in some of the writing. Hello? Nobody's here. Are you sure this is detention? I've never been... Oh my gosh, is this gonna be on my permanent record? I'm positive it's the right place. Not that I've been here before. Much. Shouldn't there be some teachers here to supervise things? There's a lot that's weird about this. In the entire classroom, we're the three that get picked to go to detention for no reason whatsoever? Doesn't that seem suspicious? What do you mean? Almost like this is a trap. I didn't think you'd figure it out so quickly. What have you done to our teacher? Don't worry. She's just got a little cold, which is more than I can say for you three! Transformation time! Yeah, I kick puppies. Just this once. Like, the sooner I think I should stop. Maybe the tangents are meaning that I have to play this game a little longer. You've interfered in my master's plans too many times for me to let you leave here alive. That's what you think. Wait, is this gonna be actually plot for once? Are we doing plot? Weak to ice and wind. Why Miranda? Is just Miranda the writer's favorite? Do the devs really like Miranda? Oh boy. Poison. Seems sus. the only person who has something that you're weak to is... Yeah, here. Ice reusable. That should work. But you know what you have? Snowball. That might be helpful now that I have it. At the very least. Item user, use the item! It's the only way to give you attack! I know the tiara toss is just straight up a Sailor Moon reference. Nothing fancy there. I always be saying use the item. Party heal. Perfect. Now is the time for that. Oh, it's reusable, but I can't use it. Well, shoot. My icicle is glitched. That's awkward. Here. Boost healing. Cool. I'll stay alive. This is fine. This is fine. Item user! Go on! Miranda slowly turning into the HM slave. That's for getting our teacher sick. You may have defeated me, but you've only delayed the inevitable. Soon your whole school will be full of darkness! Yeah, right. We can take anything you throw at us. We just need to talk to the others about what happened here. Chris, I thought you were joking. Miku and Sonic Riders is real? Wait, for real? That's exciting! That's so exciting! Oh my god. That's actually a lie. I never use potions or Phoenix Down till endgame. Well, here's the thing, is since your items are restored after the end of every battle, there is no reason to save them. There's no reason to save till endgame. You can just use them. It gives Miranda a purpose. I'm gonna have to look at this Miku and Sonic Riders bit though. That's exciting. That's wow, I might actually want to play a Sonic game for the first time in a long time, since I had a Game Boy Advance, I think. So is Ichiban Yakuza and Joker P5. Cool! That's fun! Very interesting crossover choices, too. But that makes sense, because Sonic Riders always had some, crossovers. Didn't they have, like, Space Channel 5 in the original one? Ulala? You were attacked at school? By a teacher? Not an actual teacher. Hey, substitute teachers are actual teachers. I meant because it was actually a demon. The school must be the nexus between the worlds. A place where the barriers between the dimensions are especially narrow. I think I might have something for this. What do you mean? I've been working on a handheld device that can detect the presence of things from outside our world. If there's anything else dangerous lurking at the school, it should be able to tell us where it is. Great! Let's sneak into the school tonight and beat up anything we find. We can't just sneak into the school after hours. No, Miranda's right. If we go searching during the day, it'll make it hard for us to fight off whatever we find. The back door of the gym is always unlocked, so let's just go that way. Then it's a plan. Viola, Rosalind, and myself will sneak into the school tonight and see if we find anything. I want to go too. Viola, Rosalind, Miranda. Why do you keep forcing? Oh my god, why do you keep forcing Miranda on me? Like, genuinely. Why? This is unnecessary. Christ. Okay. Pain Peckle. Pain Peckle. I still don't think it's right to sneak in after hours. Do you think I should bring the snacks tonight? I've got some energy bars we could use. I would love to surpass our last performance, but I can't find a place in Much Ado where pyrotechnics would be appropriate. And thank the heavens for that! When nightmares start entering the human world to do away with our young heroines, they come up with a daring plan to search the scene for the crime in the dead of night. Search scene of the crime. What are you doing? Doing a recap narration. It happens in every good magical girl story. No, it does not. Actually, the recaps are the bad part of a magical girl story. It's only the ones that are specifically being used to... Okay, It's specifically the ones where they were being really cheap on animation and cranking out a bunch of them that they do the recaps. There are some exceptions. And Princess Tutu does this early on in the series and then stops doing it a little bit later. But also Princess Tutu's recaps are usually very short. They're very brief. But like, for the most part, recaps are usually bad. It's just an animation budget saver. Don't say this. That's in bad magical girl stories. Ugh. Make sure to text me if you find anything dangerous. I'll be right there as soon as I can. I say, but not all animation budget savers are bad. I do actually like the canned animation for like the moves in the transformations. I do like those. I won't lie. Those ones I enjoy. But those aren't necessarily being done to make it that you have to animate as little as... to have as little of story as possible, because those still contribute to the narrative that's happening. Recaps don't, really. I don't mind a recap, but I prefer the kind that are more in part of the story instead of a flashback narrated one. Yes, agreed! Yeah, where you have the integrated flashback, like something happens, remember when this happened? Instead of at the beginning of the episode. Yeah. Ugh. You're just trying to get out of studying for that test you have tomorrow, aren't you? Maybe. I'm gonna do another quick save just in case. I don't know if I can save in the middle of the dungeons. I haven't tried. Because we've still got like 40 minutes, but it feels like we're getting ready to start another section. I can't believe they just leave this door open. Don't they know that everybody just jumps at the fence when they want to sneak in after hours? Not that I would know anything about it. I'm already picking up some signs of otherworldly presences. Let's look around. No readings here. Let's go somewhere else. I'm a big proponent for limitation breeds creativity, so the stock animations are very fun, but recaps usually have very, very little flair or creativity. Agreed! That's exactly what I mean. The readings are picking up. We must be on the right path. Very strong readings here. I think something is entering our world. Transformation time. Nope. I'm kicking puppies today. Ah! Look out! Okay. Woo! This is the more fun battle music, I think. Why is Miranda going first? You're better afterwards. Okay. Oh, you have retaliation moves. That's just like a regular human-ass hall monitor enemy. That's just a regular-ass dude. Let me double check again. Fire and earth. Okay. And you're just light. Alright. Normal guy, the most dangerous of enemies. Character 1, chill night dude. Character 2, chiller night dude. Character 3, the serious one. Yeah! Those aren't even like knights. I'm pretty sure they're hall monitors. Cause you're out late. You shouldn't be in the school. Listen, kids, you should respect your local custodian workers. They do a lot. You're right. Sanitation workers are the reason we all survive better. Miranda's about to die, but that's fine. I don't want to waste a heal from Rosalind on you. Wind here. Ah! There we go. Oh, I'm surprised you're alive, Miranda. I'm genuinely surprised. I should just kill this guy. Mr. Electric, kill this freak! Okay. Disarm, repeat the last element. Hold on, was it? Maybe I should heal the item user. Maybe I should, just a little. There we go. Perfect. It's earth that it's weak to. Ooh, whoops, I don't mean to do that. See, it was earth and, fire, yeah. Bonk. Miranda stocks are up, baby! Death. Viola's vulnerability. Rigorous, ooh. The otherworldly readings are gone now. What on earth was that thing? Nothing on earth. I hope that's all of them. Oh, we should wait a little bit just to be safe. But I don't think anything else is coming tonight. It's nice to get some fresh air, isn't it, Neko Dragon? You have a flying cat? I love flying cats! Actually, it's a dragon! No, it's a flying cat. There's no such thing as dragons. See, it's even meowing. After a long and heated argument on an uncaring Neko Dragon's behalf, Imogen goes back home. Buenos dias. Your English teacher, Miss Lofgren, called. Her house is currently surrounded by a SWAT team. When the situation is resolved, she will let us know. I am the Spanish teacher, Miss Othmar, and we will continue your unit on the play Cymbeline. And what's this? We have a student named Imogen here. How apropos. Imogen, por favor. Tell us why Rome and Britain go to war in the story. I've never read Cymbeline. Psst, don't fail me now, my dear thespian. Oh, Cymbeline's a person. Why? Okay, chat, lead me astray. You've never failed me. You've never failed me. Lead me astray. Chat, give me an answer. Give me the wrong answer. Okay. They didn't go to war. One. King Cymbeline won't pay tribute. See, they go to war because King Cymbeline won't pay tribute to Rome. Muy bien, señorita. Oh, it was actually correct. And when lost in the wilderness, Imogen, whose cave did Imogen find? Another one? Do you usually prefer sci-fi or fantasy themes for your magical girls, like aliens versus demons? I usually prefer fantasy, but I'm not opposed to sci-fi. I've been meaning to watch Symphogear. That's been on my list for a while now. Yeah, Lycan, you were right. Okay, chat, lead me astray. Give me another wrong answer. Come on. But yeah, I generally prefer fantasy. I've been more of a magic fan than a sci-fi fan. I like it when less time is spent trying to explain the phenomenon in a technical sense. I think it's neat when magics have systems, for sure, and how the magic thing happens, but it's hard to explain. I've just always been drawn more to fantasy than sci-fi. Claro que sí. Claro que sí. She found the cave of Guidaris. You can tell I'm really rusty on Spanish. She found the cave of Guidarius, Arviragus, and Belarus. Gracias, Benito. And what a coincidence! That is because Guidarius and Arviragus just happens to be Imogen's long-lost brothers. Class quickly devolves into Spanish practice. What if every answer is correct? We were getting them wrong until today. We got all of them wrong until today. My Spanish is so rusty. God. I used to be at least somewhat okay. Somewhat okay on a good day. Like, you know. Yesterday I got some new Shakespeare scripts. Not that I haven't read them before, but it's just these copies had different covers. That's not too weird, right? Right? 3 years of Spanish here, I retained nothing. Literally same! Yeah, literally same! Not only 3 years of Spanish, but my childhood friend was fluent in Spanish, fluently bilingual, and I heard him speaking all the time. And I both was born in an area with a lot of Spanish, and currently live in an area with a lot of Spanish. And you'd think I'd remember, and I just don't. It kind of feels bad. Do you think we'll ever get to do more sneaking? It was fun. Did you enjoy Spanish practice? I thought it was a touch beginner, pero es probablemente que no soy la única. Show off. tried opening a portal for fun? We always hang out here, but maybe we can hang out in one of the other worlds. Stupid or not, I'm still playing the lead. And as such, I want no pyrotechnics and absolutely no improvisation. That's a shame, I like improv. Well, I like it when other people improv. I'm so bad at improv myself. I can yap alright, but I'm not great at telling funny jokes. What, my dear Lady Disdain? Are you yet living? Long time no see. Oh, I thought that was angry. Goes to tell you how much I know. Is it possible the Disdain Is it possible Disdain should die while she hath such met food defeated as Signor Benedict? You are so terrible that everything around you is terrible. My God. Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you come in her presence. Oh, I see who that is. That's Rosalind. Then is courtesy a turncoat? But it is certainly I am loved of all the ladies. Only you accepted. Well, everybody else loves me. And I could find in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none. But I'm too good to date. A dear happiness to women. They would else have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. Thank goodness you don't date because you are just the absolute worst. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humor for that. But I'm the same way. I had rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loved me. I don't date. God, keep your ladyship still in that mind. Thank goodness. Are some gentlemen or others shall scrape a predestinate scratched face. You've got nails and you're not afraid to use them. Scratching could not make it worse. And 'twere such a face as yours were. Stupid face! Well, you are a rare parrot teacher. Bird brain. A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours. Yeah, I'm better than you. May I share some vicious mockeries I've found? Absolutely. Nor will you tell me who you are. Not now. Bet you can't guess who I am. That I was disdainful, and that I had my good wit out of the 100 merry tales. This game is just not it's not just an advertisement for Shakespeare's jest book. Well, this was Signor Benedict that said so. By Benedict, who I not at all secretly have a crush on. What's he? I am sure you know him well enough. Not I, believe me. Did he ever make you laugh? I pray you, what is he? What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets! Why, he's the prince's devilish jester. A very dull fool. Only his gift is devising impossible slanders. He's the class clown. None but libertines delight in him, and the commendation is not in his wit, but in his villainy. People are laughing at him, not with him. For he both pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him and beat him. He's like, so annoying, you know? I am sure he is in the fleet. I would had he boarded me. I bet he's been dancing and stepped on my feet. Also insert double entendre here. When I know the gentleman, I'll tell him what you say. I'll let him know. Also, we both know who I am, right? He'll break a comparison or two on me. When you do, he'll complain about me. Which, peradventure not marked or not laughed at, strikes him into melancholy. No one will laugh and he'll be sad. And then there's the partridge wing saved for the fool who will eat no supper that night. And then I'll skip dinner. And I'll be able to eat all the leftover pizza by myself. You wield that weapon like it's your first time holding anything but self-pity? That's a good burn! That give me Spyro vibes. Oh, no. I remember. I remember that game. I can hear it myself. And then the little giggles afterwards. Meanwhile, let wander seem familiar, and to the chapel let us presently. It's a marrying time! Soft and fair friar, which is Beatrice? Beatrice, are you in a box? Are you with a fox? Does your head bear rows of dreadlocks? I answer to that name. What is your will? Do you not love me? Why, no. No more than reason. Why then, your uncle and the prince and Claudio have been deceived. They swore you did. But my friends passed me a note in class saying you thought I was cute. Do you not love me? I'm so insecure too. Troth no more than reason. Don't make me say it. Why, then my cousin Margaret and Ursula are much deceived, for they swore you did. They swore that you were almost sick for me. Like you totally had the hots for me. They swore that you were well nigh dead for me. Not as much as you had the hots for me. 'Tis no such matter. Then do you not love me? No, truly. But in friendly recompense. Let's be friends. Come, cousin. I'm sure you love the gentleman. And I'll be sworn to upont that he loves her, for he's a paper written in his own hand. A halting sonnet of his own pure brain fashioned to Beatrice. And here's another written my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedict. A miracle! Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee, but by this light I take thee for pity. I would not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion. And by partly to save your life, for I was told you were in consumption. Peace! I will stop your mouth! Your battle strategy is as original as a bard's love song and twice as desperate. Oh. You weren't born, you happened like mold or plague. Oh, that one's for Eugene. That one's for E. coli. We just got a distress call from Rosalind in the world of As You Like It. The Rosalind in the other dimension will look just like me, no doubt. What's the distress call about? Apparently she's lost in the forest. That's it? She says the forest is actively trying to confuse her. I can help. Why? Why are we This is like 5 fights in a row with Miranda. Please, no more Miranda, please. Oh. Reminds me of the Baldur Gate vicious mockeries lines. Ooh. I haven't played Baldur's Gate yet. I need to. I really do. Also, fairies are trying to kill her? I never did trust fairies. Weird forest full of killer fairies? What are we waiting for? Activating the dimensional portal. I don't want Miranda here. I don't want Miranda here. Stream should be called Oops All Miranda. Maybe I'll make the VOD on YouTube with that title. Oh, she's just so unwieldy. I got some vile, not that kind, DM quotes too. Oh! Ooh.
Peace, I say. Good even to you, friend. Here in the forest of Arden. My savior is here at my call. These trees hide grave dangers, and the fairy folk are abound in the shadows. It's time for a forest dungeon. Have no fear. The magical girls are here. Time to transform. Whoop. It doesn't matter how creepy this forest is. We'll find a way out. Why is it Beatrice and Miranda again? Are they just... Do we just get... Is it specifically Beatrice and Miranda that we get every time with everybody else? What? They're just... They're so rough together as a pair. Beatrice has some good things in her kit, but Miranda has so little. What? What? They were just in the fucking air! What was that? Oh, this is high key, like my aesthetics, though. I love the magical whimsy forest. Jula A, passing by to say hello. Hi, Shrade! Nice to have you back! Do you know how many better versions of you I've killed? Hello! Stop in the name of the fairies! It's an actual real-life fairy! I've wanted to meet one ever since I read all the books in the STEM Fairy series. STEM Fairy series? There was a biology fairy, the computer science fairy, and oh, don't forget the Newtonian physics fairy. Kid books were better back in the day, weren't they? This sounds almost like a... This almost feels like it was supposed to be an Animorphs reference, but not doing it well. Or maybe I'm missing it. Missing what it's actually supposed to be a reference to. Is that tiny fairy wielding his tiny submachine gun? Of course not. They were books for kids. No, the fairy in front of us. Oh, you're right. Fairy with gun. Okay. Actually, I should do a solo to see what you've got. Weak to specifically wind, I think. I think. Okay. Random ailments. Right. You still suck. Alright, I'll just poison something at random. Throws a bag of diamonds at the clerics. Go ahead, bring them back. This is fun. Bonk. It's wind specifically. Front wheel wind. Boop.
Shocking, I know.
I think specifically Beatrice's voice is the same person who's been doing the singing in this game. Don't know about the others, they say a lot less. Alright. You can at least do that. There we go. Fairies travel in packs. We should be on the lookout for more attacks. Did your book series teach you that? Of course not. I don't get all my knowledge about fairies from children's fantasy book series. I did my own independent research. You looked up some stuff online. That's what I said. Ooh. I do like the aesthetics of this, though. Very pretty. Though the OST for this specific section is not quite as much of a weener as some of the other ones. You are free, and look what it did to you. I had a good D&D quote of mine written down recently. I'm gonna send the pigeon with the pink eye to go investigate the prison! That is great! proper use of a carrier pigeon. Ooh. Smash reusable. There we go. What are they weak to? Right. These ones are also weak to wind. So I guess it's gonna have to be my go-to. They're a lot tankier. That's fine. I didn't check their resistances. That would probably be smart. I played a druid once. It was just a Leshy from Inscription with a mask system. Oh! With a mask system as well. Too bad that DM was awful. Yeah, that's kind of a shame. That seems like a really interesting mixing of different tabletop systems. It sounds like a challenge. My goodness. But kind of an interesting one. Then again, I've played D&D campaigns in Pathfinder. Like I've played when I was doing Curse of Strahd with Ember, actually. Ember, who's another one of the Patchworks members. We had ported it from D&D to Pathfinder 2e. Leshies are so cute. Aaron, Leshies are very you-coded, I think. They seem like a little creature that you would enjoy. The worst kind of recap episode is the one that takes up a whole episode of a 12-part series. You're right! You're right! The episode that is all recap and nothing is worth watching. I know the ones. I gotta try Pathfinder at some point, but I'd like to actually finish a D&D campaign first, I think. I've had lots of one-shots, like 1 to 3 shots finish. However, What? That tree just appeared out of nowhere! Tangible is intangible. Intangible is tangible. All of the forest weeps under the fairy influence. What are we supposed to do to get through then? They're just illusions. If we check each obstacle, we don't have to take anything, and don't take anything for granted, we'll be just fine. I guess I have to do a thing to... Fine. But I can't, like, click anything, so I guess I just have to deactivate a whatever. Leshy, you're cute. My dragon cowboy has a cactus Leshy sidekick. I'll do you one better. My friend Rourke, they ran a cactus Leshy cowboy. The Leshy was the cowboy. It was great. Oh, hey, neat. Shield breaker. Fairy with a gun. They're all weak to wind. Nothing else, huh? Well, item user, use an item. But yeah, I've done lots of 1 to 3 shots that have finished, but I've only done one long-running campaign that actually ended. And by long-running, I mean anything that lasted more than, like, 3 levels of content. I almost wanted a cactus cowboy, but I was too much of a coward to be just a little guy. But everybody will love the little guy. That's the thing. I do admit, little guys are better for short-running campaigns than a long-running campaign. Just because people are less likely to take your character seriously if you do a silly little guy like that. Okay. Wah! What? Grung Gunslinger, aka Kermit with a gat. Yo-ho-ho! Very nice to have the dark attacks. Poison's fine. Heal.
Here you go.
I forgot I have the squishy on the team again. Though these things apparently do a lot of damage. Lanky lads or funky appendage lads are my go-tos. I usually do, well, predictably, I usually play a cute girl. That's kind of my thing. Surprise to no one. But there are some exceptions. There are indeed some exceptions. Any particular, yeah, Earth, just don't use Earth on it. I'm currently playing one of my most favorite characters. I'm playing a druid that got sent to investigate this massive ecological disaster. Meteor hit, melted giant glacier, released trapped undead demon plague. And I am 100% the dude who got called in on his day off to unfuck something that many others should have fixed a while ago. Yeah, that's a fun concept. Yeah, but every once in a while, I'll shake it up. Because right now I am working on my, my lanky, shut-in coward. Well, he's not a shut-in. He does go outside. He just doesn't, not often. Coward man. Right now. He's gonna be a Kitsune investigator in Pathfinder 2e. This is not a streamed campaign, though. Befriend. Oh boy. Let's see, which direction was that in? Was it? No, that's where I came from, I think. Yeah. No, it's not. Okay, this is new. No, yes it is. I'm stupid. Ignore me. I cannot remember shit. I cannot remember fuck. I went back and forth like 5 times, don't worry about it. Oh, they're weak to light. Noted. It'll take me longer to get them then. Yahoo! Oh.
You wish.
Oh, I'm actually nearing the end of the stream. Since I was planning on going until 6,
I think I can stick it out for a little while longer, though. So I may try to get a little farther just for the sake of, having less of the game to do. I'm not sure how much is left in this game. Let's see. Dark. I should swap the elements for that one light move. That would make my life easier. It really would. Fire! Do you have any resistances? Just to wind. Okay. Just to wind. I can't even. Oh, item. Duh. Oh, but I don't have an earth item yet. Shines a flashlight really bright into a gnome's eyes. On the last session before the campaign, we had my Forge Cleric make his gun, and the Rogue Lock went in to cause mischief with our Warforged Barbarian while mine babysat the Warforged Wizard, I think. Ooh! You know, a Forge Cleric. Is this... So what system is this? I presume that's like, is that dual classing specifically? Because I don't like... Well, I guess some clerics can just specialize in crafting weapons if they wanted to. It's just not usually an aspect of that class you would normally think of. Okay, what's up here? Oh, cool. Oh. 5e. Okay. I've only touched 5e, I think, once. Oh no! Okay. This goes places. We're back to big windy map that I feel very lost in. Very hard to keep track of where I've been and where I haven't. Is there something here to make this worth my time? Nope. Okay. Okay. I am starting to get a little hungry, though. I should start thinking about the dinner. Ooh, what am I gonna do for dinner? Yeah, that's me! That's a picture of me! That's a picture of me! Oh! Miranda's actually poisoned, huh? I finally have a use for cure. And I don't have it on me, because I took it off, because it was useless. Well, that's fine. Okay. I think I need to heal ASAP. Oh no, I don't want to heal with that one. Oh, well, just in case. Maybe the just in case was the correct decision, actually.
There we go. There we go. Oh, catch a lichen. Thanks for hanging out. It was nice to have you. Hee hee. Owie. Oh, that doesn't do the whole row when she's hyper. Man, being hyper is almost like a downgrade for Rosalind.
Shocking, I know.
Alright, item user. Heal. I may want to guard. Yin and yang, light and dark. Bro, but this is only one though. I'd love to have like an all. Yeah. I would rather that. Next alien. Oh, poison. Bonk. I would love to have less of Miranda on my team. Oh, pain. Well, that works. That does make less of her on my team. No, I should just kill you. What? Wait, she's not down? Beatrice isn't down? Why is she alive? Excuse me? Negative 142 health? What? Huh? No. This has lore implications if she can do that, because everyone else just goes down like Miranda. Beatrice, are you evil? Beatrice, are you a demon? Okay. All right. Huh. Well, I guess you're alive. I don't have any more potion to heal you with, but you seem to be functioning fine. So... Oh, the kiss mix and the hydrate! Okay, let me hydrate first. Gotta find the kitty though. Yay, sippy! Ha 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 ha. Oh no, she just dies a turn later. That still has lore implications. That's so odd. Hey, Cat! Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, she's right here. Oh, little kitty. She was back to sitting on the scraps of clothes again. I'll go put her back to where she was because she seems to like napping there right now. So cute. You know, all of this has been getting her more used to being held, which is probably a good thing. It means it's easier to take her out of the house if something happens, you know what I mean? In an emergency, I am confident that I could get my little kitty. I could get my little kitty out safely. Because I love her very much.
is interesting, though. I guess there's just a turn delay for when Beatrice goes down. Oh, Lord. Dead! Boop, boop, boop. It's definitely not a bug, though. That clearly seems like it's a feature. It could be lore. Miranda gained a new trait, quirky. Uh-huh. When does she get the annoying trait? Let me see what this does. Quirky, boost party damage if Miranda has been defeated! That's so funny! Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing this. Yeah. Yeah. It's so goddamn funny. New strat, kill Miranda every battle. Let's see, did the others get something? No, that's still the same. Oh, that's new, I think. Begin the battle with Hyper. Hyper on you is not that great, though. I don't want to keep that, so... Reversal. Friend, 100% charm. 170 times 3 if desperate. Survive if desperate. Physical. Oh, so it's like a 3-hit. That's actually pretty good. Okay. Good lord. Yeah, that's a strong ass move. I am going to swap, equip that trait for her that lets me swap the, boop, reverses the elements on the balancing act. You need the light. Oh, huh. Okay. Now to remember, well, that's fine. Oh, I think after this battle, I'm probably gonna call it. I'm so... Oh god, 3,000 health. Okay. Diarita, sweet! Ow! Oh, that's rough. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this one, boys. Help me, Catalites! I guess this'll help. I'd like to kill one of those sooner than sooner. As soon as I can, please. Disarm. Physical boost if desperate. I might want to wait until I'm actually lower on health for that. "666, the devil's number." God damn. I might want to wait. Yeah, I think it's a full it's a heal for everybody if it's
So, yeah.
Random heal.
That'll do. That'll do.
You wish.
Ah, I am low on health now, so that was a good wait. No, that didn't help. Alright. Miranda's dead! Please, at least kill one of them. Oh my god, it's still fucking alive! Go away!
She didn't do that this time. Huh. I wonder what that was then.
Item. Please die. Owie. Yeah, I'm not making it. It's dead. We're gone.
Oh, so this is just a state. So maybe it's like... Is this what desperate is? I can't run, though.
Well, that's the end.
Oh, they just let me retry the battle. I don't know if that helps, though. Okay. I would rather be able to, like, run. I would rather have the run status. Ow! I'll try that differently.
You wish.
Ruse is a stun and vulnerable.
Gotcha.
Please die. Please die. Miranda's dead.
I knew that one.
Ugh. Come on. Watch me, like, not even kill one of them this time.
Here you go.
They powered up? God damn it. All right. Please die. Please die. Ooh, almost got it. Oh no, I just need to attack. Okay. Ah, fuck. Come on. Please. There's no winning this fight. There's no winning this one, I don't think. They have too much health. It's triple digit heat outside. I regret things. I'm so sorry.
Maybe if I get lucky, I can, like, crit something. Maybe if I get lucky, I can crit something. Texas, you melting pot of climate! Oh, mood. I've been avoiding going outside if I can help it. It is just too hot. Oh, and now we've got to deal with, like, 3 months of this. Won't be cold again until late September, probably. Or not cold, but tolerable until late September. Okay, please, 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 please. Become weak.
Gotcha.
What does stun even do? Because it doesn't stop them from attacking. No, I am not having the best luck. Power up, Ugh! That makes me want to cry. What are you resistant to? Everything that's not fire. Okay, I'm sorry. You're gonna use. Oh no, I'm out of the bomb. Ah! Okay, that helped. That helped.
Here you go.
What now? I'm wondering if I kill this thing. No, it's got too much health to be worth it. Oh, that's painful. Ah! Ah! I'm gonna have to game over, I think, because there's no option to run. Why isn't there an option to run? That just seems kind of like... That's another element that's like a little bit of a poor game design choice.
Ice.
Yeah, that's not a great call. That is not a great call. Alright, I guess we're gaming over here. Magical girls never run away. Oh, that means I have to reload. Ugh. I'll continue. I'll get us back to where we were off stream, I think. Ooh. And make sure I grind a little bit so I don't have to deal with that situation again. Wah. But I want to thank you all for coming by. It was a lot of fun. Let's swap over to the chatting. And I feel better now that I am allowing myself to complain a little bit. I am feeling better now that I'm like setting my... Oh, why are they giving me Miranda all the time? She's so useless. It's almost like they knew that you wanted her dead, and that's why you have that trait option. Yeah, okay. So I imagine I only have like maybe 1 to 2, probably more likely to be 2 sessions left of this game.
That seems the most honesty is virtue. No one likes hollow praise. You're right. Well, here's the thing: is I was refraining from praising it either. I was just kind of sitting there saying not much, a lot of empty, and that definitely sucked. I think that made the experience a little worse. But I do want to finish it at the very least, and go through it, and we can talk about the things that were good, the things that were bad, as we move along. And with those restraints lifted, I think I can get through it for sure. Thank you all for stopping by. Let's find somebody to raid. Who is going on? Checking the following. Slow as always, I see. Oh, Nico is playing, Animal Well on, I believe, yes. And has only been up for about an hour. So, how about we do that? Oh, this is on Stabbiness. Hee. It would be different, too. There we go. Getting that all set up. And the raid commences. Thank you again for stopping in. It's been so nice to have you all. It's always such a delight to see the names that pop in. I enjoy streaming for everybody as much as I can. Hee. I'll see you again Sunday. And off we go.